Canto 15, we enter the sphere of Mars, the heaven of those who fought for the faith. The planet features a cross whose theological meaning is made clear by the figure of Christ at center. The cross is filled with the spark-like traveling souls of the valiant, which Dante compares to dust motes in a sunbeam, and which Britto has startlingly rendered with mobs of tiny, agitated figures. Now in Canto 18 we enter the sphere of Jupiter, the heaven of just rulers. Here the souls have gathered in mid-air to form the letters of a motto in Latin which means, "Love justice, ye who rule the world." Britto shows us the moment when the souls who collectively made up the words are separating and recombining to create a giant eagle, emblem of just government in general, and the Holy Roman Empire in particular. In Canto 21, we arrive in Saturn, the heaven of mystics, where the guide is Peter Damian, a doctor of the Church renowned for his ascetic life. At center we have Jacob's Ladder, the path of mystical ascent traveled by souls in ecstasy. Here Britto begins to follow the poem's itinerary more closely, illustrating the following Canto 22, where Dante and Beatrice ascend Jacob's Ladder to the sphere of the stars. We are shown the travelers twice, once among the mystics at the foot of the ladder, and again having passed the top of it. Visual logic, as usual, is sacrificed for conceptual completeness, and, as often happens in illuminated manuscripts, time has been turned into space. Now among the stars, the second to last of the spheres before he enters heaven proper, Dante can see the triumph of Christ. That is, being this close to God, the poet is overcome by the perception of Christ's immanence among the blessed souls. The radiance of Christ is more than Dante can endure at present, and Jesus ascends to spare the poet's mortal senses. Dante is now vouchsafed a gentler vision, one of the Virgin Mary. Then Gabriel descends to call her up to the higher heaven to rejoin her son. There now follow a series of nearly identical plates, all of them among the stars. In Canto 24, Dante meets St. Peter, who catechizes him regarding faith. In 25, St. James, marked by S.I. for San Giacomo, questions Dante about hope, followed immediately by St. John, San Giovanni, S.G., who asks about love. In Canto 26, Dante meets the soul of Adam and gets to pose some questions of his own regarding Adam's life and original language. In Canto 27, we are shown the same cast of characters. The text for this canto is taken up by St. Peter's denunciation of the modern church. Then Dante and Beatrice ascend from the heaven of the stars to the primum mobile, the ninth and last of the celestial spheres, which by its own turnings imparts motion to all the inner worlds. From here Dante can see the souls of the saved ascending to the Empyrean. As flakes fall white from the cold grey sky in a midwinter month when the dull sun rises in Capricorn, giving little light and less warmth, so I saw the glittering myriad souls who'd won heaven rise in flurries and whiten all the ether with their sudden upward loveliness. I followed their bright triumphant ascent halfway up, then, defeated by distance, look though I would, I could see them no more. Here Beatrice explains to Dante the arrangement of the entire physical universe in a speech so illuminating that it is illustrated by a plate nearly blank from brightness. Beatrice's description of the primum mobile will give some notion of her tone. The orbit of every star and planet's merely an echo of its great rotation, just as all the other numbers are mere multiples of the unique and sovereign primes. Within the bowl of this final sky are planted the roots of the tree which is time, with its age-great boughs and centuried branches. In Canto 28, still in the Prima Mobile, Dante sees overhead the angelic hierarchies circling God, which are the spiritual reality of which our world is a material reflection. In Canto 30, Dante obtains a vision of heaven's complete host, both the angels and the saved, which he sees in a number of forms, including that shown here, a great amphitheater in which the saints are enthroned. Now Dante sees the host of the saved in relation to the angels. The rendering of the angels, which by a pile-up of perspectives manages to be both flat and dimensional at once, is one of Britto's greatest successes in rendering the world beyond with the techniques of schematic and mechanical drawing. The final illustration shows Dante vouchsafed a vision of the Trinity at the intercession of Saint Bernard, who stands to the left of the kneeling poet. To render the mystery of how God can be one with man, and how spirit can coexist with matter, the revelation to which this entire canticle has led, Britto's powers took schematic and symbolic account of Dante's startling final formulation. He departed from the text by placing the Virgin Mary amid the Trinity, an adequate, if formal, transcription of Dante's concept of the unity of being.